James Kaufman, World News Report today. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a couple of late players in the game. We have two tropical disturbances, one in the southern Caribbean and the other off the coast of Mexico. The one currently in the southern Caribbean looks like it's headed towards central Mexico, although it might end up in the Gulf of Mexico. It would be a first of the season if it were to make landfall, striking one of the Gulf Coast states as a hurricane. Currently, it does look like, again, it's going into Central America. It has a 70% chance of formation over the next couple of days. We'll keep an eye on this and make sure it doesn't go north. We have a pretty strong cool cold front that just came through, which should keep it from veering north. We have another tropical disturbance in the Pacific. This one's headed out towards Hawaii. Only a 40% chance of formation currently. I do think that will increase. The odds of this affecting anyone or anything are very low at this point. Again, only a 40% chance of formation. All right, this disturbance off the northern coast of Venezuela, all the places, have a lot of our Navy down there, as you guys know, has a 70% chance of formation. It looks like it's forming much quicker than anyone anticipated. As you can see, this is just the last hour or two. I'm guessing it'll be at least a tropical storm by sometime tomorrow, especially as it moves into warmer waters in the Caribbean. Right, I don't know if I've mentioned this, but they have numbered this disturbance 98L. We do have 4 spaghetti models out thus far, really 5 here, and they all generally are taking it to the west, with one of them taking it into Haiti, and we'll have to see if anything happens here. Like I said, we do have a pretty strong cold front that just came through that should protect the Gulf of Mexico from this storm. Jumping over to windy.com to take advantage of their AI. Let's run this through a few days and see what their AI has the storm doing. Believe it or not, this is the storm right here. We have a couple of storms headed in towards Ireland and the UK. One striking about now, the next one on its way. These are the 2 storms that had a chance of hitting the East Coast. We also have 2 fronts coming in here, and we've just been hit by a front, as you'll see. Let's run the A on this. And this is just taking us through today. Still, not much of, well, any formation whatsoever. Just through tomorrow. Looks like it's taking a little bit further north. Most of the spaghetti models, looks like it just about dissipates here. You can see that cool front coming through the central plains of the U.S. It should protect the Gulf Coast from the storm. And I think that the wind shear from that cool front toward that storm up, at least on windy.com's AI, it is nowhere to be seen. Very, very strange indeed. We do have some pretty decent wind gusts in the Gulf of Mexico. But, ladies and gentlemen, The storm all but disappeared with a cool front coming through the U.S. and knocking it down. We're going into next Thursday and into next Friday, and we've got nothing burgers. So, Invest 98L headed into the Southern Caribbean. Looks like it's going to fall apart when we have our cool front come through. I don't see it making it into the Gulf of Mexico at this point, but we'll keep you updated if anything does change. That said, God bless. Please share, subscribe, and always remember, anything's possible. Bizarro world.